What's up, me, myself, and I? Hey, I'm guessing that's Welsh and myself. Oh my goodness. So we got this box from Fisher Hex himself, Travis. I wish I knew where my scissors were. Opening coral bags with knives is never fun. When the printing label is just printing paper taped on there, hold on. I can work with that. We got the big box. I know most people when they get corals from them get the little one. 1, 2 taped heat packs, not that warm anymore. A little nervous. Coral 5 milliliters Coral RX and frag plugs, per usual. Oh, let me close my door real quick. It's loud in here right around this time because everyone's waking up to go to classes. What's up, Jay Carey? I think that was your name. That flashed by really fast. So one by one, we're just gonna put these. I'll show you in a second. Shit. Okay. So you guys see over here, I got my whole dip set up. So this is like my holding tank. I got my Coral RX dip, my Bear, and then just a rinse bucket. Yeah, Rob, dude, I subscribe to all of your contests. I've lost every single one. Trust me, I've been trying, my man. So we're gonna put this RX dip in the RX bucket, and then we're gonna get to placing these corals on that frag rack dip thing I have. Gotta love the smell of Coral RX in the morning, right? Glad you made it over though, Rob. Yeah, no, I've been watching all your contest videos, and trying to win them, you know. As much as one can try by simply commenting or subscribing or whatever it was at the time. So this one looks to be Rainbow Millipora, but I'm totally just guessing. I got a bunch of Fisher Hex corals, mostly all Acropora, a few Montes. Entirely SPS though. Oh, and one Duncan. So, yep, this looks like a Fisher Hex Rainbow Millipora. I could be just so wrong though. There's gonna be a lot, guys, so stick around, stay tuned. Pomade Bird's Nest right here. I really like how both Fisher-Hex and Thon from Tidal Gardens package their coral. They use these little pea cups from the pharmacy, and then they float the corals upside down so that there's no contact with the walls or anything. And they fully submerge, like, those cups are completely full, guys. Like, they are brimming. And it keeps it from running into the sides, keeps it from not being wet. Because corals being dry, especially SPS, is going to kill them much faster than poor water quality or anything like that. Or dipping them, for example. I'm guessing a Monty of some sort. That's just a guess. Can't even tell through the bag. Poor connection. That's not good. Yeah, I just check the YouTube comments every once in a while in case I miss something behind. It's behind me on my computer. So yeah, Rob, I'll keep trying. Don't worry. I will never turn up the chance to get something free for about 30 seconds of effort, plus watching the videos, which is not really effort in my books. Those are always fun. What do we got here? I think that's, I'll have to look up what I have got. I'm thinking this is Ice Solomon Stag, Acropora. Could be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong on all of these, but... The one thing about these is they do shed styrofoam. So, watch out for that. Why do I have a poor connection? I have perfectly good Wi-Fi in this house. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. The Wi-Fi in this house always goes down. So I'm now on cellular. So if I drop, I'll be back. And I apologize for any lags or issues we're having. This is a massive green Monty cap. Haha. Look at that beauty. I could not imagine how tedious it must be to try to get these things. Oh. Well. That coral just lifted off its frag plug. So, I mean, it's in the water right now, but I guess I will be replugging that one. That's a funny thing. Okay. I've never had them come off that easily. How much did it cost me? More than I'd like to say, but less than $300 for 13 coral because I have his $4 a month Patreon thing, which gives me 15% off. So although his website didn't recognize who I was and the fact that I had that, which was weird, he turned around and just gave me more coral. So shout out to Fisher-Hex for all that. Yeah, if I had bought this on like Worldwide Coral, it would have cost me like $500 or $600. Fisher-Hex has some great prices for some great pieces. He's also using it to build his own tank, which is nice as opposed to like protect the bottom line. My buddy is here. He's going to be helping me. What's up, Michael? Come in. He's going to be helping me with dips and stuff. Say hi to everyone, Michael.
Hi, everyone. Let me get through here.
So Michael's been my little fish tank helper. With anything that one person can't do or doesn't want. Or every time I have like a major mishap, I let him know because he comes over and makes sure I'm not freaking the fuck out or doing anything stupid. Most of the time it's like...
What up, YouTube?
Most of the time it's literally just unplug it, plug it back in, and it works. This was my Duncan, little green Duncan, completely shrunk up. do you wanna help me just take some of these out? Yeah, they're already here. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I had it over like right after you ended your first one.
I got a knife right here. So now we'll get these out a little faster for you guys, which is nice because I've got class in an hour. This one looks to be, I think, a red Monty cap.
This one looks like a Kato.
Michael's just jokes all the time. Yeah, this is the red Monty cap.
Knife it is.
Let's see if this one stays on its frag plug for more than 10 seconds. So that's what we got, guys. I hope the quality is okay, at least the video quality. How is my phone almost dead? It was fully charged at the beginning of the stream. Okay, well, if we lose you guys, that's my bad for not having this thing plugged in. In fact, I'll try to do that right now.
Yeah, these are all just Kato. I don't see any coral.
Shut up, Phil. For those who don't know, or those who want it, you can actually buy Kato from Fish FX, but that is not what I got, because I have plenty of that. So we've got Fire Digitata, I think.
That's what I was gonna say.
Pretty certain on that. Yeah, that looks like the Fire Digitata. What do we got here? We got, thanks, Michael. Wayne's Reef, Acropora. Multiple Sponge Data. Doesn't
I
look
was
too
gonna say Sponge Data.
Awesome. Oh, very bad connection. Well, that's a new one. You guys are up here. Yeah, Rob, FishX, I don't know if you're still here, but I just saw your message. FishX has good prices because he's not. I'll be checking out the next video to see the coral flourishing. It's time to go back to work. Yeah, dude, good luck at work. Check out FishX's store. He has good stuff at pretty good prices because he's trying to just fund his own hobby. He's not trying to make money or anything like Worldwide Corals or anything. So, peace, Rob.
You want me to do what you're doing?
Yeah. I don't know what type of Acropora that last one was. Sorry, guys. Otherwise, I would have said. I think this one's my Ice Stag Acropora. You'll be able to see them here in a second very well.
Oh, that's wire, not keto.
No, dude, you gotta take the rubber
I
band
was always
off.
keto.
It's a really beautiful piece. Oh. Is there one more? Okay, guys. Well, I'll show you the haul in its entirety, which you can kind of see not super well. Cool. So now we're gonna get to the dipping process, which means gloves on. Gloves on and timer on. Oh, that is so blue. I'm sorry, guys. That's really blue. But there we go. Okay, so. Michael, can you get a timer out?
Yep. On my phone.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, guys, so I'm going to be doing 5 minutes in the RX, 10 minutes in the Bear, back into this, and then individually scrub each one. The one frag that fell off the plug I'll remount, and then I'll go on the frag rack I put together this last week by myself. I would not recommend, unless you don't have any access to tools, buying a frag rack online, because they are way more expensive than what you can make one for. Wow, that's not going to work. Okay, well, we're just going to do this way. That's partially why I made this thing so tall, is so I can dip the hole. Oh, thank you. So, I just set the whole rack in there. All the corals are in there. Even if they fall off their plug or whatever, they're still surrounded by egg crate. So, I won't have to go fishing when I put them in the Bear, which is the big one, because that being opaque and everything. Also trying to dip 13 and 15 coral in multiple different ones all at the same time. Very challenging unless you have an easy racking system like that. Just go and either get some cheap acrylic like this, and you can drill that with just any 1/2-inch drill bit. Put any sort of supports, even gluing like little 1/2-inch PVC pipes like this would work as a frag rack. Otherwise, you can go egg crate and do the same. If you guys have any questions about dipping or anything like that, let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer them. Let's see if there's anything. Nope.
You want to take those bottles?
Actually, I have a. I'm actually gonna keep these Petri dishes because I always end up needing just a small container for like a water sample or something. We don't have to. We'll just put tops back on them. Thank you, 6 people who were watching. Sorry that you all dropped off. Peace later, I guess. Before that are still watching, appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys have any comments, any endorsements, I don't know. Yeah, sponsorships. Yeah. Just someone's paying you to post stuff on YouTube, live streams, go for it. Let's see here. I'm trying to think where I want to put all of those.
You got two on the ground too.
Yeah, no.
Over those tops, mate.
If there's no tops, we'll just toss them. I don't need that, but that's good. That's plenty. Cool. So we're at 2 minutes here in the first dip. Then we're going to be doing 10 or so in the next one. Oh, it's just a waiting game at this point.
Did you do a barnacle and Coraline analogy update?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. So I know you guys have seen a few of my barnacles on my tank, but I finally got Coraline growing. I'm actually going to attribute that to the Triton method, because I've seen a lot of coral growth off it as well. So either the Triton method or the stability that I just maintained with the Triton method, one of the two. What is it? Bulk resupply is actually out of Triton method stuff until this morning. So for all of you guys who are waiting for that, if you want to wait another hour so I can get online and buy it before you guys steal all of it, that'd be great. But bulk resupply is back in stock of Triton method.
You got a great view of your bubble coral mouth. It's wide open. Both mouths.
Yeah, we can give you guys a quick tour of the tank. It's always a...
Put the waterproof case on.
Yeah, I'm not putting my phone in the tank. I'm not Rico. Rico put his phone in the tank the other day. So we got a new rock structure because all my other rocks are being, what is it called? Oh shoot, I can't even think of it. What you're supposed to do with rocks when you first get them. Anyway, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. That first, that kills off all the, or lets all the dead stuff go. Yeah, so 10 seconds left on this thing. Then we're gonna be putting them from here to here.
Let's have a countdown.
5. Well, 4. Cure them. Yes, thank you, Philip. Yeah, I should have done it in the first place, but I was being silly. So can you put that for 10?
Yep. And go.
So that's why I made this frag rack extra tall, was to be able to dip without getting the fingers wet, or in this case, chemically burned, possibly. Because yeah, for everyone that doesn't realize, Berry Insect Killer is made to kill things, which can include you if you are exposed to enough of it. In reality, I mean, I don't think a bottle would do too much harm unless you just straight up drank it, but...
Was this on there?
Yeah, it's really easy. You just cut these out and silicone them. I put little feet on the bottom so that the frag plugs could hang down through the bottom without getting popped back up through. It's also nice because, like, for example, I had one coral that came in without, or it came off the plug the second I got it out, and so then you can just set it down in there, and with the walls it won't come out or anything like that. Unless you're getting, if you're getting like a tiny little acro piece, you better hope that thing's on a plug, because that will fall through.
Would you answer Rob how much it called? How much did this shipment cost?
Shipment was like $250.
Okay. 15 coral.
Yeah, 13 or 15 coral. Is that the only questions? Yeah. So now it's just a waiting game for 8 minutes. I can bring you guys back to the tank. I can put on
Close up of this?
Put on your sunglasses. I took that off. God damn it. having a fish tank in a fraternity house is an interesting excursion adventure. Oh, come on, tripod.
Rip bottles.
You can just leave them on the floor. I'm gonna need that anyway. Yeah, so I made this frag rack out of just acrylic, that magnet, and then there's extra neodymium magnets between the two to increase the magnetic field. I have some fish coming today. More frags this week. Diver den messed up. Yeah, Divers Den, Live Aquaria. Not a huge fan, though I do still use them myself. I have like a 50% survival rate from my last Live Aquaria shipment, so that doesn't feel great. Does not feel great. Oh yeah, good call. 37%. Just plugging the phone in so it doesn't die on you guys. Thank you everyone for showing up. First live stream. Well, last night I tested it out, but and I guess this morning I was waiting for Coral, but you know, this morning and now first live streams, so it's been fun. Keep questions if you want. Anything from how's my tank been doing to where have I been. I'll answer those. Tank's been doing pretty stable. Where have I been? Classes and life. Those have been taking up a lot. We got 6 more minutes in the bear dip. I may actually only do like 7.5. I know Jake does it for like 15 in these, which isn't a bad thing if you're like not live streaming for a bunch of people, or you can go watch other YouTube videos, whatever it may be. So hit a like, hit that like button if you guys haven't already. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, your earlier live stream this morning had more likes than viewers.
Yeah, it's because some people laughed. Oh, there was a question. No, so I literally just put the magnets against the mag thing, and because it's all magnetic, they just stick on. But by adding those extra magnets, they attract, but then they also add an extra bit of a magnetic field. So I have like 4 of those stacked up with my mag float. It just gives it that extra strength. Without it, it can hold just the rack. With those, it can hold all the frags on them as well. The other thing, I'm buying an actual underwater really strong neodymium magnet for that. That was like $12 in bulk reef supply. I think it was a mag rack replacement. So yeah, I just put them on there. There's no need to glue magnets to magnets. They're magnetic. Make sure that your non-protected neodymium magnets, though, like mine for example, are on the outside of the glass, not the inside, because they will rust. And then they'll blow up actually, which is really fun. I threw one away yesterday that was rusted and exploded. I think it just got some water on it. Like that thing wasn't even submerged because I found it along the back side of my tank, like along the wall back there.
Very good varieties.
Yeah, I
It's
fell.
got barnacles on the bottom of the plug.
Yep.
Nice and healthy. So I think it's parafishing. Get one.
No, you don't feel dumb, dude. Stuff's slightly more obvious to some than others. Hell, you'd ask like, oh, my plumbing stuff. I'm clueless. I messed that up so much when I set this up. So we're at 7.5 minutes. I can see it. It's okay. Yeah, so we're at 7.5 minutes, or what is that? 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 minutes. I'll probably just do 7.5. So we'll just wait another minute here, and then I'll go back from this one to here, and then individually rinse, scrub with my. This is my dipping. Yeah, it's my daily use toothbrush actually. So I can't wait to brush my teeth with this after. No, I'm kidding. This is my dipping only toothbrush, and then I have a tank only toothbrush as well, because you don't wanna mix things if you don't have to. Of course, I rinse it off and clean it, and I even soak most of these things in water that has a bag of carbon in it to absorb any of those extra toxins. Should, for example, I need, for some reason, to use these last minute. Again, I try not to. I try to have these as dip solutions only. But you never know. And I know I should probably just go out and buy more, but money's tight. So that's 7.5 minutes. So they're all looking good.
Are they all alive?
Yep. Duncan looks mad. I don't know why, but it was the last one Fisher Hex had, so I'm not gonna fault him on that. Just put it in there. I'll show you guys up close what these things look like. No, this is water. So you can kind of see them. You'll be able to see them better in the tank themselves.
Get some light.
Yeah, there's some light. I know the white light kind of knocks out the green, but
yeah.
we'll get it under some solid blue light here in a few minutes. Let's see if I can not turn that. Okay, cool. So now it's going to be.
Can you move your board?
No.
With the quiet.
Yeah. Basically. Okay, guys, so I just moved my frag rack up, so it's near the surface. All the corals are still underneath, but this will allow me to very easily go from here to there. So let's get that party started. No, this is just water.
Yeah.
So if I had enough frag plugs and glue, which I am getting more of both, I would separate each one of these individually, put them on a new frag plug, put that in. If you have the time, effort, energy to do so, I recommend you do as well. If, however, you do not have those materials, then of course you cannot do that. Dipping is always good. Getting from reputable sources is always good. Philip there was talking about live aquaria. I hope to God you dip the living heck out of those things. Divers Den is better than live aquaria itself. I will give them that. They are two separate groups for those who don't know. Divers Den is stationed in Menominee, Wisconsin, which is actually pretty close to where I grew up. And then live aquaria is stationed in California. The difference is Divers Den is what you see is what you get. They're all a Dr. Foster's and Smith company, so there's that. Solid. Yeah, so apparently Fisher Hex has some green hair algae in his frag tanks right now.
You got a heating pack. You better take off these hot hand packs so you can heat up your hands.
They're definitely dead by now.
Still a little warm.
So, and although you guys probably saw that it was at the top, it is on the edge, of course, and because I have a T5 fixture, they're only getting about 100, 150 par right now. I'm not cooking them out by putting them at the top. Where I will be putting them is about 300 par. I did a bunch of measurements yesterday to try to figure out where the maximum was. I thought that was something bad. It was just styrofoam. Caught it up in there. That's funny. Yeah, so watch out for styrofoam. That stuff gets everywhere.
What you don't know is that styrofoam is actually trash from the ocean.
Yeah, also dispose of styrofoam responsibly because that stuff does end up in our oceans. It's not a good thing. My buddy who's helping me here just made a funny joke about that. I feel like this Duncan got kind of beheaded. I don't know. He's not looking. Anyone seen a Duncan look like that before, where it's basically flat and smooth? I'm sure it'll turn out okay. All Duncans are pretty resilient if you put them in decent water conditions.
The green neon Duncan is someone.
Oh, he already looks better under the real light. That's good. It's good to see. Now this is beautiful. Look at that. Fresh, clean plug, new glue, nice, small, but charactered frag. And this is almost borderline mariculture colony size. Yeah. So, bang for your buck, definitely Fish a Hex. Not only does he give you great pieces, great prices, but he also gives you decent sizes. He's very responsive. He wants you to succeed just as much as he has. Especially if you if you pay him. If you pay him a little bit, he'll get your questions turned around in 24 hours. I think it's like $1 a month or something. Which, guys, $1 a month, that's nothing. I'm paying the $4 a month for 15% off, and the money I saved on this shipment paid for that entire subscription for a year. And on top of that, I get all the other great benefits of subscribing to him on Patreon. So that's my little Fish X plug, because he's doing some really good work over there. Michael, you want to check the comments?
Philip just asked if you're using Coral RX.
I'm using both. So yeah, my dips are Coral RX and then Bear. Sorry, this one's Bear. This one's Coral RX. And then rinse tanks, of course.
So Travis dips all his stuff, so it should be pest free, but never hurts to dip.
Yeah, and I forget, there was one person I got it from who I thought dipped as well. It might have been Travis, it might have been Thon at Tidal Gardens.
Oh wow.
But I ended up having redworms in my Euphilia, so I just dip them all. Because yeah, like you said, it doesn't hurt as long as you do it right. I will never tell anyone that just dipping coral can't hurt, because it can if you screw it up. But you gotta put the toxicity like 2 times higher than they recommend for 2 times as long or something to really see damage that is unrecoverable.
These Oanthus are looking a lot better after you clean them.
Yeah, just a toothbrush.
That's what happens.
Yeah, because I mean, Travis also prides himself on not having any algae in his tanks, which compared to most, he actually doesn't have any algae in his tanks, but he does have a little bit, so you never know. This is a beautiful red Monty cap. The colors on this thing are just, oh, it's almost like a Setosa. Like, that's how bright this thing is. And it's already starting to like plate differently, which is really, really nice. Because that's the one thing with Montes is some of the plating ones they'll just grow one massive plate, and you're like, can you grow into those cool cup looking shapes? Last one, guys, and then we're gonna look at them in the tank. And then I'm gonna have to let you go because I gotta go to class. Also a nice little, I mean, I'm not going to call them colonies, but that's not like an acro frag that you're used to. I'm used to at least I'm not used to, I'm used to like one little stick from Worldwide Coral or something. Oh, that's right over the magnet.
Turbo Snow's loving your CP40.
Yeah. I'll get him over here to
It's been
clean.
on there since yesterday.
No, I moved him over here to clean these up, and then he moved back.
Right.
Yeah. So, Michael, let's show you guys what they look like in the tank, and then I'll get you guys your sunglasses. Here you go. So some of these Monties on the right, the blue and the encrusting ones, I've had those already, but everything else is new. Oh, and the one in the back left corner, that Monty's also been here a while. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I'll get a video out for you guys. It'll probably just be another 30-second video. I really don't have time nowadays to edit, but it'll be these under some good lighting, and probably on a better tripod. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I know this was a long stream. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for hitting that like button. Thank you for all the questions. If you have any final questions, put them in now. I think I've been answering all of them. Yeah, I've been answering all of them. Awesome. So thank you everyone, and peace.